Hello everyone, my name is Subsy and this is my Liverpool transfer targets for the January transfer window. Now, these are the players that have been rumoured with Liverpool and have been on obviously more than one site, or it's been in a more reliable source. So I'll go through from back to front and obviously talk you through everyone that Liverpool are linked with and interested in January, potentially as transfers. Petr Cech, obviously the situation, he's not really playing, played in the Cup the other day, but not really playing. Courtois is the number one there. Might be looking to get better first team football. Obviously Liverpool, Mignolet has not been performing. Brad Jones is not good anyway, but got injured as well, so they're definitely looking for a new keeper. Neto as well has been linked. He is the obviously starting Fiorentina keeper, and would possibly be a good transfer. I'm not sure whether or not he'd be any more reliable than Mignolet, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, obviously, Liverpool have had defensive issues this season, either with players being injured or just not gelling, and Lovren's been really poor, and I expected him to be the signing that would have possibly made their defence a lot better. Obviously, they lost Agger as well. So, Ron Vlaar has obviously been linked with Liverpool. He's obviously Premier League experience, he's big. He's a solid centre-half, and I think that he would do a job for them, but it seems like he may be more United-bound just because of Van Gaal and the Dutch connection. Again, Virgil van Dijk linked with Arsenal as well, and it seems that all these centre-backs seem to be linked with the same sort of teams. Liverpool looking at Van Dijk as well as a potential centre-back replacement for either any of the ones that are not playing currently well, or maybe if Skrtel decides to move on later in future. Onazi from Lazio, youngster, has been linked with either a, I think, £12 million move or a potential swap deal regarding Barini, and that might lead to his potential transfer to Liverpool. Obviously, they're going to lose Gerrard at the end of the season. They might want to bring in some more midfield reinforcements, especially youngsters. Delph, again, around 24-25, would also be a good signing, I think, for Liverpool. He's quick. He's not a bad player. He's been in the Premier League for quite a while now, and he has been having some good performances despite Villa's poor form, and I think that Delph would not be a bad signing for Liverpool at all. Ezequiel Lavezzi has, obviously, he missed, I think, one of PSG's friendlies recently, and he has been speculated to be leaving PSG. Would probably be a good addition to Liverpool's front three, and would be someone that would probably bag some goals, given that their strikers have not been on too good form so far, and Lavezzi would definitely be a good addition to Liverpool's team. Xherdan Shaqiri has been linked with several different clubs, and it looks like he favours maybe Inter more than Liverpool at this point, but Shaqiri definitely linked with Liverpool. For Switzerland, he really seems to do it. Bayern, he seems to be sort of on the bench and not really included that much, but would definitely be a good addition as well. Now, we move on to the strikers. Now, Liverpool have obviously lacked that killer instinct in front of goal this season, not getting very many goals. Balotelli's been poor, who they brought in. Sturridge has been injured all of the time. Obviously, they lost Suarez, so they might be looking to bring in one of these players as a replacement. Jackson Martinez has been linked with Arsenal. He's been linked with Chelsea. He's also been linked with United, and Jackson Martinez, I don't know what to make of him necessarily. He's got quite a good goal-scoring record for Porto, but I'm not too sure as to whether or not he'd suit the Premier League and whether or not he'd come in and have an immediate impact. And it looks like the transfer would be quite expensive, in the region of £25 million. So maybe something that Liverpool might want to think about. Boney, again, linked with a lot of Premier League clubs, including Manchester City. And the transfer would they'd been linked with Liverpool before, and probably would be over sort of a £20 million fee. I think it's 25 to 30. They're looking for him. Obviously, he's going off to the African Cup of Nations, but Boney, since coming into the Prem, has been prolific. He's just scored goals. He's very, very strong. He's a very good player. I rate him myself a lot, and I think that he possibly would be a good addition to Liverpool, but I don't know whether they would ruin him like they have Ricky Lambert so far. Vieto, youngster out of Villarreal, he's been dubbed the new Aguero. Obviously, that would be an expensive transfer for Liverpool, not in the sense that he's a world-class player already, but the potential that he has might cause them to have to stump up a lot of money, as he's got a bright future ahead of him. And the same goes for this man, who may be used as a make-weight at West Brom by Tony Pulis, who's just come in to get other transfers on the go. But Berahino, strongly linked with Liverpool now, had been briefly beforehand, and it looks like the transfer, I've heard 14 million, but then since Pulis has come in, I've also heard 20 million plus. So Berahino, obviously young, talented Englishman. I really hope he goes on to do well for England as a country player, but he could be what Liverpool need. He is a similar player to Sturridge in the way that he's got a lot of pace and his finishing's very, very confident. And I think that Berahino would definitely be a good fit, but there is obviously the potential that Liverpool might ruin him as well. So let me know who you think Liverpool might sign in the comment section down below, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe to me, you can. My name is Soapsy, and I will see you guys later.